Hi guys, Kira from the Fish Gals here. So in this video, part 2 of how to clean your aquarium, we're going to look at how to clean your filter, your canister filter. They are external filters that hold all of your mechanical and biological filtration systems. So let's have a look. The filter for this tank is underneath it and it connects in with two pipes, which, as you can see, there's the output valve flowing in nice and strong, and there's the intake valve. So don't mind this tank, it's just after having a water change, so it's still got a lot of particles floating around after all the water changes. So with your external filter, make sure that you always turn it off before you start to open it up. So I'm going to unplug it to be sure. What you're going to need for your canister filter change is buckets. I like to use 2 buckets and lots of towels, and this is water from the aquarium that I took out while I was doing the water change. Never use tap water, because you will kill all the good bacteria that are in the filter. So take water from the aquarium. It doesn't matter if it's a bit dirty looking, it's got no harmful chemicals for the bacteria that are in the filter. So to disconnect this JBL Crystal Profi filter, all I have to do is push back these 2 handles and pop it up. I like to keep this filter in a bucket because sometimes it's a bit leaky. So because it's a bit messy, or I'm a bit messy, I'll lift it out onto a towel. And then open up the filter. This is why I keep it in a bucket, so it can keep all the extra water that comes out tucked away neatly so it's not going all over your floor. So I keep 2 buckets, one for washing in and one for storing it in after it's been washed out. So the first layer is just sponge filters, and they're really not that dirty at all, because I have an external sponge over the filter in this tank. Just give them a little squidge out in the water and pop them back in. Put it into the clean bucket just to hold it there. It's clean tank water, so tank water hasn't been dirtied yet. So the next layer in this filter is just the biological filtration, so bio balls and ceramic balls, and they don't need anything done to them because they're not that dirty. If they're really dirty, you can just give them a swish around in the water, but they're really quite clean actually. They can go straight in there as well, keep warm. And the next layer in this is some filter floss, which is quite manky, as you can see. And rather than wash that out, I'm just going to chuck that and get some new filter floss for it. So this is the filter floss that I like to use. It's the JBL Simtech or Simec filter floss. It's quite cheap, reasonable. You can use whatever you have around. Some people like to use bed stuffing from, or pillow stuffing from wherever you can get it in. I know in America you can get it in Walmart here, or possibly IKEA, but I think this is actually cheaper. So I'm just going to take out the manky, horrible filter floss, because there is no salvage in that. It's not worth it. I'll just spin it straight away. What I also have in here is a bag of more biofilter. It's just gravel and some more bio balls underneath it. Shove that back in. That's all nice and clean. It doesn't need to be cleaned out very often unless you can't actually, if you notice that there's no filtration at all, then absolutely give it a swish around in the water. But the water in this tank flows really well. So I'll just tear off a new bit and plop it in. Underneath this layer as well, there is some more sponges. So I'm just going to take them out, and some more biofilter, ceramic balls as well. Well, ceramic. So I'll just give it a good squish around in the water. Don't squeeze it out too much, you don't want to dry it, but you just want to get all the gunk off it. Yes, that water is manky, but that is all the waste off your fish. It has to go somewhere. So that is them clean. Just pop them back in. Always just check the bottom of the filter, make sure there's no sludge in it, but it's not, it's nice and clean. If there's sludge in it, then yes, absolutely empty it out and use the water from your tank when you're filling it back up. The water in there is not the cleanest, but it's full of all the good bacteria. So, a new filter floss in. Bio balls. So that is everything back into the filter, and now we will just pop the lid back on, make sure that there is no blockages in there, which is nice and clean. Pop it back down. And then we will pop it, empty some of this water out and pop it back in and pop it back on. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can do that by clicking on the bottom button on the bottom, the subscribe button just below this video. Follow us on Facebook, The Fish Gals, facebook.com/thefishgals, or check out our website, thefishgals.ie. Thanks, guys.